Good morning, everybody, and welcome into My Creative Times 148th edition release sneak peeks. So we're doing sneak peeks on Wednesday and Thursday with the release on Friday. And we're getting started with sneak peek day 1 today. Now remember, these products will not be available in the store until 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on Friday, okay? Today is only Wednesday. So let's dive in. I'm going to show you the products that we're showcasing today, and then I'll show you a bunch of samples that I've created. So the first thing that we're showcasing is this beautiful Prim Heart embossing folder. It's called the Prim Heart Background 2025. It's MCTE04, so embossing folder number 4. And I love the Prim Hearts that are in this. It's also got some little tiny dots. And let's see if I can show you the back of one of my projects and if that'll show it to you a little bit better. This is the back of one of the cards that I made. And I've embossed it, and then I filled the hearts in with a little bit of some white glitter glue just to have them show up really beautifully. So that is what this does, this beautiful embossing folder. So that is the first product we're showcasing. Then we're showcasing the Hugs and Kisses Stamps and Die Set. And this is a much anticipated, I know that some people have been asking for an instant camera type die set. And Emma made a beautiful scallop outlay to this, which you can actually create a card with it. I'll show you how to do that. You can also use this, of course, on any sort of card front that you want, depending on the size of cards that you make. I'm showing it on some A2s, but it would certainly fit an A7, which is like a 5x7. You could do a 4x6 card. So lots of different ways you can use this die set. And then the stamp set has these 2 cute little bears, and there's coordinating dies to cut those little bears out also. So the perfect little Valentine's set. It has a Happy Valentine's Day sentiment. It has Happy Valentine's Day with X's and O's and little hearts. It has Love, Kisses, and Valentine Wishes, Hugs and Kisses with this beautiful circle frame. And then it has You Make My Heart Smile. And this has a beautiful square frame. And these frames can be used all the time for all sorts of things. And then it has a beautiful Will You Be My Valentine question. So just a lovely stamp set. And then this is the coordinating dies for the bears, as well as the beautiful instant camera. And again, this is called the Hugs and Kisses Stamps and Dies set. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful die set. I'm just in love with that whole set and the embossing folder. And then I wanted to mention that this coordinates very well. Like if you want to make this into a little card, and I will show you what I did, this fits perfectly inside the holiday envelope die set. So if you do turn this into a card by itself, you can use this envelope. And what's neat about this envelope is it has a lot of little icons in it, along with the word surprise and for you, which you can cut out. And it also has 2 little tiny stamps in here, and then little icons that you can put inside the stamps, plus little circle ones also. So this is just a great little die set to have. And again, this envelope size coordinates perfectly with this. So I wanted to mention that. And then lastly, this 3x3 heart card die. This is a beautiful little card that you can create in a couple of different ways. I played around with this a lot. I really like it. And if you're a mom who's trying to make Valentines for your kids, man, you just take some 65 or 80 pound weight card. And I was die cutting 3 at a time. You know, with the lighter cardstock, you can cut them very quickly and fold them into Valentines, and it's just really easy. And if you want to get a little bit fancy, you can also die cut these extra pieces to decorate it. But it's also cute just cut out of any color cardstock and fold it up as a Valentine. So this is a great die set if you're a parent with young children that need Valentines for school. This is great. So I love this. This is a cute card die, and then it comes with the coordinating pieces. This square allows you to put a backer on the back of it. You know, you put it this way with the stitching down on the back side of the card. And then these 2 pieces make the side part of the card. And then the little hearts fill in, and you can do it twice on each side to fill in the front and back. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. But that again is the 3x3 heart card die. And this card die set, of course, coordinates with Emma's 3x3 fancy card fancy envelope die. Okay, so this fancy envelope die works perfectly with this card die. So I'm going to show you samples using all of these now. I'll set these aside just to get them out of the way, and we'll start looking at projects. Okay, so all right, so let's start. I'm going to start by just showcasing the embossing folder and the Hugs and Kisses stamps and dies. Okay, so if you want to just take the stamps and dies as they come, you're going to get this backer piece, which is the scalloped piece. You get your instant picture frame die, if you will. And I don't know if you can see it, but I embossed this brown piece in the background with the embossing folder, and I highlighted a couple of the hearts with some glitter glue. And this is just such an easy card to put together, and I love how this turns out. I used 2 pattern papers and then some cardstock to make a line down between the 2 of them to divide the card front in 3. Odd numbers are always pleasant to the eye. So you've got these 3 pieces in the background, and then I use the coordinating paper and the coordinating cardstock to make the instant Polaroid. I colored the little bear with Copic markers and cut him out with the die and popped him up on some pop dots inside. And I stamped the sweet "Will you be my Valentine?" question at the bottom. So I love how this turned out, and I'll show you the papers that I used for this one come from My Creative Time Scripts, Hearts, and Solids paper pad. And I used the brown paper that's in here, or actually, no, I think I used brown cardstock. And but I did use this brown heart paper in the background. And then for the pink paper, I used, let me see if I can grab it. I used the Christmas Gingers paper pad, and it's this pink paper here. Okay, so that's what I used on this card. And I did pull quite a few paper pads out to make the cards that I'm going to show you. And then I just added a regular stitched rectangle from Emma's Stitched Rectangle dies on the inside, and I haven't decorated the back of this one yet. Then I decided to do one without the bear, just so you could see what it looks like, where you stamp that frame that comes in the stamp set, the Happy Valentine's Day sentiment, and I just used some script paper and a white backer. You can see the embossing again in that red cardstock, and I highlighted some of the hearts with just some Stickles glitter glue. I hope it kind of catches it on camera. And I just divided the papers again with a piece of velvet ribbon down the center. And I don't know if you can see it, but I also added some heart sequins here with a little bit of glitter glue on them also. And I did kind of grunge up this pattern paper that is the red and white gingham on the diagonal. And so the paper that I used for that one, of course, is from the most recent paper pad, which is the Hot Chocolate Season 2024. So I used this red and white gingham here, and then just some red cardstock. And then that beautiful script paper is from the other pad that I just showed you, which is the Script Hearts and Solids. And so that's the red script from this paper pad. So I love how that turns out. Very, very nice. And then last but not least, well, let me show you the inside of this one. Did I do the inside? Yeah, I just did a little rectangle and added a strip of paper. And I haven't put backers on either of those yet. And then this is just a basic everyday sort of card that says Hugs and Kisses, which also comes in the stamp set. And the cute little bear is colored with pink this time. And the paper pad that I used for this one to do more of like an everyday card is this Gorgeous Gardens paper pad. And you can see that I use this heart paper here to create the background there. And then that blue polka dot comes from, is it this one? No, it's a different paper pad. I'm not sure what I grabbed that one from now. I might not have brought that in. Oh yeah, I did. It's from this one here. So, oops, it's from this paper pad, Christmas Gingers. So that's where that blue came from. So just a really sweet, simple card that says Hugs and Kisses that could be used for anything. And you can see the embossing with the beautiful hearts in the background there. So just really simple, sweet cards. And I love this die set. And then last but not least, you're going to end up with a lot of leftover squares. And so I used my leftover squares that I had cut out, And I just created a really simple card with a couple of the bears, the round stamp that makes the little heart frame. And I just stuck them all on a card with a few of the sentiments. So it says, "You make my heart smile, will you be my Valentine?" And then in the background on this one is a piece of vellum that I embossed with the embossing folder also. And I love how that beautiful velvet ribbon sets this card off very nicely. So those are the main cards that I made using that set. But I also wanted to use the frame and turn it into a little card. So this is a little Happy Valentine's Day card made with the die. And the way you do that to cut it into a card is you're just going to put the fold of your paper off the edge of the die. And that will allow you to end up with a card that is folded. So you're going to fold your cardstock, take the folded panel and put it past the edge of the die so that the fold doesn't cut. And you're going to end up with a cut panel that creates a card like this. And I decorated this one with Emma's beautiful strawberry die sets. So I used the, this is her strawberry flower plate die, the strawberry plate die, and then her strawberry leaf die. And I also used a sentiment from the Sweet Holiday Wishes. I used "Your friendship makes life sweet" to tie back to the sweetness of the strawberries. And I just loaded up some strawberries on here and added some green leaves and the little strawberry flowers. And I just thought this turned out so cute with the Happy Valentine's Day sentiment inside. And then here is that beautiful envelope I showed you, the holiday envelope, and it fits perfectly for this particular card. So I added a strawberry on the front and the little stamps with a heart and the "For You," and I embossed it with the beautiful embossing folder again. And I used the strawberry paper from the strawberry, from that paper pad. And I can get that out and show it to you really quick. So the strawberry papers come from, let's see, what did I do with it? Here it is. It's that paper pad that I showed you that has the, it's the Gorgeous Gardens one. And it's this strawberry paper here and this red paper there. So I used that, and I think that's it on this one. And I made the envelope out of the strawberry paper so that it has the red on the inside. And this slides perfectly inside that envelope and creates such a sweet little Valentine gift you could give to someone, even with some berries or some strawberry shortcake. It would be a really sweet Valentine's gift for your mom or, you know, whoever you're doing Valentine's for. So that is basically the showcase of this Hugs and Kisses stamps and die set and the coordinating stamp. So this comes as a package deal when you buy them. You're going to purchase them all in one, and it's the Hugs and Kisses stamps and dies. So you're literally going to get the stamps and dies together. Okay, and that's what I've just been showing you, along with I've been showing off the Prim Heart embossing folder. And then this is the coordinating envelope again, is the holiday envelope die, which is this one here that I just showed you. Okay, so oh my goodness, I love this set. I think it's a lot of fun. And I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm going to kind of just slide these up a ways. And I'm going to show you the next thing. We'll just leave these out so you can see them. Okay, I'll go like that. So next we're going to show off this 3x3 heart card die. And oh my goodness, I had so much fun with this. And I want to show you, first of all, the way it's intended to be used, and then I'm going to show you how a different way that you can use it. So the way it's intended to be used is that it's made so that you can literally, let's see if I can do this without showing you guys on camera. So it's made that when you fold it up, you're going to die cut it out, and it's going to make a long card like this. And the score lines are there, so you fold the card up, and you fold the hearts back, okay, like this. And then to open and close the card, you literally are going to go like that, and that's going to close the card up so it stays sealed, if you will. And I hope you guys can see that. I'll do it again to open it. So to open it, you're going to just fold it so that they open up. and that opens up the card like this, okay? So that's a wonderful way to use it, for it to seal that way. And Emma, I think I actually might have done these backwards, but but either way you do it, one side is cut at the top and the other one is cut at the bottom. And you're just going to slip them past each other to open and close it, okay? And it stays fairly sturdy, especially if you back both sides of the hearts. They stay fairly sturdy, if you will. So I really like this. I think it's an adorable idea for a card. I think that is one way you can use it, and it's a great way to do it. And the 3x3 envelope card envelope fits perfectly. So this little 3x3 card would fit right in the envelope, and you can put your name on the front. So that's how it's intended to be used, okay? And I made a bunch of them, and they're really easy. You're going to tip one side up and then move the heart past it, and that opens up the card, okay? And Emma does it an easier way, but I think mine are upside down, I'll be honest. But either way, you're able to manipulate the hearts past each other to open and close the card. And once it's closed, I have a little flower on the outside. Once it's closed, it stays closed, and you can stick it in the envelope. So a really fun little card, and I just did 3 of them so you could see with coordinating envelopes, and I used the square frame on the outside of the envelope. You could also use, again, this circle frame on the outside of your envelope to write the name inside of. I just think this is adorable, but I wanted to play with it a little bit further. So I made another set of 4 cards, and I'm going to pull these out, and I'll show you them too. And on these ones, I went a different way. And instead of twisting the hearts to open it, what I did was I set eyelets into the hearts. And I'm just going to open this one up so you can see it. And this one I did in beige and cream. I wanted it to be kind of like a Victorian Valentine. And so I just tied it off with lace. And what I did was I actually set the lace. I can't really show you because I've got it glued down, but I cut my beige heart. I set an eyelet through both pieces of the heart. So when you're setting the eyelet, you're going to lift this up and make your hole in the center as close to the edge of the hearts as you can. And then you're going to set your eyelet. And then once your eyelet is set, you're going to take your lace and put it to the back of the heart, and you're going to end up gluing that in place. You can use hot glue or you can just use glue. I just used regular glue. You're going to tie a knot through the end of your lace and lay it behind here. Put a pop dot if you want, or hot glue, and glue that down. And you're going to do that on both sides. And you can see it does. You can't even tell that it's glued, but it is. It's glued behind the heart. And then you'll have your eyelet set, and you can kind of see it on this side. I'll kind of poke it up so you can see. The lace is underneath here, okay? And on this side, the cut is at the bottom, so you can't see it as well, but you can kind of see it on this side if you look close. But anyway, what you're going to do then is tie this closed. So this one says Happy Valentine's Day in the middle, but what you can do is just tie this closed into a little bow. And then you don't need the envelope. So if you wanted, you're giving it to somebody, maybe with some roses, or, maybe you're just putting it on the top of a cake box, or maybe with some ice cream, whatever, you're taking a treat over to your husband or your wife, or a friend or whatever. And it just makes a really pretty, cute card. And I think this is relevant for any time. I think it could be a birthday card. It could be anything. I was thinking it would be so cute if this was in the shape of a cake on the front. But anyway, I really think you can use it for anything. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. So I purposely did one in beige and white, which I really like. And I took the embossing folder, I embossed it, and then I added some Stickles glitter glue, if you will, to the little hearts, so it would be all sparkly. And then you can just do a plain envelope, or in this case, I used some Arala Hush Up flowered paper just to go with this beige, and to set it off a little bit. And so think how cute that would be for Mother's Day, for spring, for Easter. You could use this for so many things. And You could also, if you wanted to, I would think, add any other little detail to this that you might want to, a little cupcake or something. But I thought it was beautiful just with your lace tied. So I wanted to show that as another option. And I did a couple of them that way. And on this one, I popped it up a little bit higher, and you can kind of see the lace from the side, just so you guys could see what I mean. So this is a pop dot, and I tied a knot. When I do the lace, I do tie a knot. I tied a knot in the end of the lace at this end so that it wouldn't come through the eyelet after it's set. And so there's a little knot underneath here, so you can see it there. The lace is knotted, and then there's a pop dot. And then what you can do is glue this in place really firmly. So this one's popped up just so you guys can see how I did it, you know. But if you don't want to put the pop dot in there, it can lay flat on top of the lace and be much flatter, if you will. But this just kind of gives you a better understanding of how I did it. But anyway, so these are just ideas. But I think these little Victorian ones or kind of old-fashioned ones are really sweet. You can also do them more modern and tie them off with twine, and set the eyelets with just the twine. And I popped these ones up so you can see it. The twine is tied in a knot behind, and then I just add a pop dot. So I hope you can see that. So then you just set it, and then you're just going to tie it in a bow. And so when you open it all the way, it says, "Will you be my Valentine?" But you could certainly make "Happy Birthday," "I love you." There's so many sentiments that you could use, and so many ways that you could decorate these. And I'll show you an idea I have for a product we're releasing tomorrow for Valentine's Day that will tie onto the front of this. So this was just an extra way that you can do these cards. So you can do them the way where you're going to use the heart to open it, or you can use the eyelet method. You could also do buttons, and I thought about sewing the buttons onto the heart and then attaching the hearts. So there's a lot of different things you could do. It just depends on how fancy you want to get. And I'm sure a lot of my fellow design team members will have ideas on how to use these cards also. But I think my favorite thing is that they cut out so quickly if you need to make Valentines for school. They're just so easy to do. And then if you want to take the extra step to tie them off, you don't even necessarily need the eyelet. You can just punch a hole and tie it. So, you know, put the string on each side with a knot and then tie a bow. So I really love this product. I think it's a lot of fun. And I just think they look so romantic when you do kind of the beige and cream colors. And it has a more Victorian feel, but they can also be modern and fun, tied with twine and with the little saying on the inside. And you can see on this one, again, I am using that beautiful embossing folder with the glitter glue, and it's just so pretty. And it's also really cute when you do them with the foil. Like this is a red foil here. So, but they're just cute no matter how you guys do them. I just think they're so much fun. So I hope you enjoyed seeing. These are the products for day one. For one more time, I'll just go through it. Day one sneak peeks include the Prim Heart embossing folder, the Hugs and Kisses stamps and dies, which includes that cute little photo die set, and then the 3x3 heart card die that you can do several different ways. So those are the products for this first day of sneak peeks for the 148th release with My Creative Time. The release again will be on Friday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be back tomorrow for the second day of sneak peeks. And then Friday morning we will do our release videos, and the products again will be available at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time at My Creative Time. Each design team member has a code, a discount code that you can use during the release. Mine is Jill, but please spread the love among all the designers. Emma has a code, and so does her mom. So please spread the love, and just thank you so much for joining me this morning for this wonderful sneak peek. I hope you enjoyed all the little cards that I shared. I just had so much fun creating with this Valentine's Day themed release, and I love the products that Emma came up with. And it's so much fun to be designing things for Valentine's Day and making some Valentine's cards to send out to family and friends and all of our gal pals. So I will be back with you again tomorrow for Sneak Peek Day 2. And thank you for taking a look. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.